Peace, y'all. It's your girl, Rada Creator, coming back with another one about Brian Kohberger and his foolishness and what police found when what was seized from his WSU apartment. Unsealed search warrant shows investigators seized glove, hairs, computer from Brian Kohberger's apartment. Let's get into it.
Authorities have unsealed the search warrant documents in the case against Brian Kohberger, the Washington State PhD student charged with murdering 4 U of I students in November. According to those documents, investigators seized several items from Kohberger's apartment in Pullman, including a black glove, fabric with dark red stains, several strands of hair, and his computer. Those items just some of what investigators were looking for when they obtained the warrant. Still, no mention of finding a weapon. The search warrants were executed upon his arrest almost 7 weeks after the murders. The newly unsealed documents also outlining officers believe Kohberger pre-planned the murders and that officers intended to search digital devices for online searches related to the victims, the home where the murders took place, or how to avoid detection after the commission of such crimes. Investigators also searched Kohberger's office at WSU, but did not seize any evidence there. Items collected from his apartment will undergo extensive testing, but at this point, we don't know what investigators have learned. Kohberger is currently being held in the Latah County Jail without bail as he awaits his preliminary hearing set to start June 26th.
So, why wasn't anything from his WSU office seized? I believe they should have really thoroughly looked through that. They probably would have found some items that were taken from the Idaho home. I believe he sat back and relished in this and reminisced on this. And also, as far as the computer goes, I believe he used that to try to gain notoriety. He was going around social media sites pretending to be a true crime spectator and talking about these crimes. So the computer is very important. Very great item to get.
Details in that Idaho college murder case. That just unsealed search warrant is giving us insight into what investigators took from suspect Brian Kohberger's apartment: a computer, receipts, and some reddish-stained items. Here's CBS's Lilia Luciano.
The records show that investigators seized a black nitrite glove, the dust container from Brian Kohberger's vacuum cleaner, about a dozen possible human hair strands, an item with a dark red spot, and a stained mattress cover, plus a pillow showing a reddish-brown stain. The documents do not say what testing on those items revealed.
What investigators would be looking for is anything that directly ties the offender to the crime scene. Any item of physical evidence that might have some type of DNA on it.
In the search warrant, officers say, based on the locations of the suspect vehicle and the suspect's phone immediately following the murders, it is probable that Kohberger went home after the killings, and it is likely that he still had blood or other trace evidence on his person, including skin cells or hair from the victims or from Kaylee Gonsalves's dog. Kohberger is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of students Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin on November 13th. Police have yet to identify a possible motive. These documents are being revealed as Kohberger's defense team prepared for his next day in court, which won't be until June 26th. Tonight and for the foreseeable future, Brian Kohberger remains in a Moscow, Idaho jail.
Now, like I said, everything is allegedly. That's said. Black nitrate glove was found. I told y'all he cut himself during the attack. So I believe it's BLOOD on it and some type of DNA. The dust from the vacuum cleaner, I believe, is like particles that could be retrieved to connect them to the house. Same thing with the hair strands. It could be dog hairs or human hairs that could connect them to the scene of the crime. The items with the dark red spot, a stained mattress cover, and a pillow with reddish brownish stains is from when he cut his hand up like that, like I told y'all in my reading before we ever even knew what this man looked like. So I hope that I've convinced you guys that I'm worth actually listening to. But I just had to say something about that because I believe he dripped his BLOOD onto these pillows, onto these mattress covers, and that's why they possess those and seize those. And remember, I said he cut himself. And remember, I said in the reading that I thought he almost cut off 2 of his fingers. I was wrong about 2, but it was one was cut deep enough. And look at what happened to his arm, his wrist to his arm. You see that on the right side? That is a whole cut that was leaking. That's why all that fluid was on his pillow and mattress cover. And also, look at his left hand. Look how bruised and battered it is. It's hard for me to believe that dad knew nothing of what was going on. I know he had to ask him, but you know what else I thought about? Brian probably told his dad that it was a shooting at the school because the dad just told the police this and felt like he needed to. So I just wanted to bring that up. So that's probably what he was told. Now, let's not forget about Miss Dillon. Miss, I don't want to be around nobody. I think I'm better than y'all. But let me get into what I read on the police report or the warrant. The police arrived at the house at 4 p.m. That means that this woman did not call until 12 hours after the attack. And then she was saying something about somebody being passed out. She thought Ethan was passed out. But you would have had to walk over Xana to see that Ethan was passed out. So something is fishy about that girl. I keep telling y'all, y'all better please believe me. I love my little perky Xana. She is so beautiful. She is so full of life, so perky, so funny and silly. But also another thing I wanted to add, don't forget about me talking about Kaylee locking her arm in Madison's because I think that's going to play a vital role if it's released. But also I want to say I do readings. Please give your girl a try. I'm trying to make some money so I can continue doing this. And hit that Cash App to show your support because if not, I will have to stop doing this. So please like, subscribe. Peace.